Hello everyone and welcome to this interview. Today we are joined by
Tony Pring,
John Bowcat,
Simon Sadler,
and Gavin Foxall, and we're the current board of Newport County AFC.
So first of all, do you think that the takeover of the club was the highlight of this season's campaign?
I think so, yeah. I think on the pitch, I think we'll have to forget that and just move on to next season. But yeah, it was a big occasion, you know, with the fans taking over, and definitely the highlight of the season for me, anyway.
Well, I think that it's probably been the biggest change in the club since its formation to a certain extent. I mean, as David Hand always reminds us that it was fan-owned before, which he's absolutely right. We've got a slightly different model now in the way the structure works, but yeah, I mean, for the fans to own their own football club, it's a dream. But more importantly, it means that, you know, we as fans and we as owners can shape the future of the club in the way that we want to and we need to.
Okay, Mr. Scadding was kind enough to decide that he wanted to gift the shares to the fans of Newport County, and he must be thanked for all the money and the hard work he put in, along with lots of other business people in Newport, to get us to the Football League. And the fans have taken control this season and retained the Football League status, which is the most important thing.
Anything from you?
Yeah, I think it's been important, really important. And I look at other clubs in League Two that are supporter owned, and they've got stability, and they're settled in League Two, and they're pushing for League One. And I think that, you know, if we can look to emulate some of those, I think it'd be brilliant.
Next question. If we progress to League One, being a bit optimistic, would you say that Rodney Parade is a doable ground for League One?
I think so. I'd like to see it improved a bit, but for the time being, I think it could, you know, take out crowds.
Yeah.
And I think we'd be okay in League One here. Wouldn't be perfect, it wouldn't be, you know, I think far from it, but yeah, good enough.
The biggest problem we have is obviously we have two rugby sides and a football side playing on the pitch, and the pitch is maintained to the best of their ability and the funds that they have available, but it's a big ask. There is no other football league club or rugby club where three teams are sharing the same pitch, and it is only just a standard pitch. There's nothing special about the pitch. The drainage does its best, but of course when you have a winter like we've had with lots and lots of rain, the pitch starts to deteriorate, and we've obviously suffered with that bad pitch for the last couple of months, but hopefully we'll see how it goes next season. But as I say, it's a big ask for any pitch to stand up with three teams playing on it.
It's our home, you know, at the moment, and it's, as I say, echo what the guys say, as a ground, it's fine for League One, but we need a better playing surface.
What has been the most difficult decision you've had as a team to make in terms of the takeover?
I mean, I think there's been a number of things in the run-up to, you know, becoming a supporter-owned club. As a group of individuals and a wider trust, you know, we put our necks on the line. We probably put a lot of relationships on the line with our families, because we spent a lot of time trying to drive that through with the open meetings that we had, you know, and the preparation that we had to do. Because in essence, you know, we were saying to people, look, come, trust us. We know you don't know who we are to a certain extent, but it will be okay. And that, you know, that takes quite a big leap of faith for people to put their hands in their pockets and do that. That wasn't helped by the fact that we weren't awfully good on the field either. So, you know, a lot of those things were quite difficult to do, and the decisions that we had to make. I've always said I think there were two things that we did that were quite fundamental decisions and the right decision. Number one was parting company with the previous management team. And the other thing was when John Sheridan was on his way, making a call to Warren Feeney and securing him before John was trying to tempt him to go to Oldham. So for me, they're the two big things that we've done this season.
This season, our highest home attendance was when we faced Bristol Rovers, where 3,663 fans attended the match. What do you think should be our target attendance next season?
That's a great question.
Well, it depends when you look at this, really, to be honest, because, and this is going to be a really boring answer, but it it depends on the whole financial model that we look at. So, the club turns over 2 million a year, so to survive we need 2 million essentially. We want to give Warren as much as possible for the playing budget. We get a good playing budget, you can get them working as a team, etc. And we've got to fulfil that with running a club behind the scenes as well, with everybody that we employ. So if you look at all that and you put that in the mix, and some of the work that Sean has done, who's not with us tonight at the moment, but you see probably we average around about 2.5, and if we get 2.5, that contribution of that 2.5 goes towards the bigger pot, which means that then we can give Warren the money he wants. If we have crowds of 4,000 or 5,000, we can give Warren more money. I didn't know these guys at all before I joined in June, July time, and I personally have really enjoyed working with them through the season. In fact, I've spent more time probably with these than I do with my other half, as she points out to me quite often, and I know they have the same as well. But actually, you need that close bond to make that club work, but also, and conversely to that, you've got the challenge in that as well. I mean, we have some heated words every now and then, and that needs to be done as well, and that's where the challenge comes in of any board that anybody sits on.
The one thing we've all got in common who sit on the board of Newport County is that we're all very keen Newport County supporters.
Yeah.
So we haven't got any businessmen that want to be involved and then disappear after a couple of years because they get bored of it or whatever. So the people here now are true Newport County supporters, and they're doing their utmost to help Newport County, and I think it's fantastic. As a group, we're working very well together, and things are going really well. And I just hope that we can get the right team for next year, and obviously offer some really serious entertainment for the fans of Newport County to come along and watch. And I'm hoping for the best next season.
I think it's made it easier that we have got on. We've sort of clicked, I think, as a board, and when we do have a disagreement, then it's a disagreement around this table, and we sort it out, and without any bad words, really.
Yeah.
Well, don't know that.
Yeah.
Well, not to each other's faces
Yeah, not to
anyway.
each other's
Yeah.
faces.
No, that's right. We just wait and let go.
Thank you very much.
Cheers for that.
Thanks
Thank you,
guys
mate.
for watching, and I will see you guys later.